Hello. So today I will be building a kind of like a hovercraft. If you guys haven't seen my last one, I didn't really like it, but I'm gonna try to make another hovercraft in a different way this time. Kinda excited. So first I'm gonna need some like thrust to go into the air. And I'm also gonna need a base. So I have a design in my head, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that design. So I'm just gonna make a hovercraft. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay to the design. It's gonna be like a simple hovercraft design. So this is gonna go up. I'm just gonna go out one block. So like that. Then I'll need this to do the same. Guess I could move this over to here. Now I'm gonna need some aerodynamics. So then that would go like this. Then I'll need a couple of these, but I'm gonna see if there's longer one. I don't think, yeah, there isn't, which I really think there should be. Or at least I didn't find one. Don't think there is, though. Then that's gonna be some good arrow, it looks like. Then that could be it for now. There's gonna be like a compartment back here. And I should also put in some components. So I'm gonna put a distance sensor in. I'm gonna want that to be at 50, not 509. I said 50. Okay. So I have this just in case. Because I'm going to need some upwards propulsion. I'll remove the command to fly that. And then I want it to trigger below. So I think it will do that. Ugh. There we go. Oh, actually, I would need it to go through an and block. Glad I thought of that before I got stuck in a loop. So it's not supposed to be going into these. It's going to be going into the AND block. And then this will be positive. I'll just say E. So then now that would work, I believe. No, because I still need to have this work. No, I know I did now. But my thing won't work now. And that's because this game likes to be annoying. I don't know what that does. Not what I want it to do. So I'm gonna need an OR block. Or OR gate, I guess. It would be called. And I'll need this one to be on E. So now it's not gonna work. Okay. That works. That works. I removed you. So why are you still there? Is it still there? What's happening? Why won't this work? So this won't go to any of these, but it's supposed to. And I'm super confused. Is it supposed to be... I'm so confused. I think I figured out a better way to do this. That's not what I did. There we go. And it still won't work. So... why won't this work? It's supposed to. Disables the block on input. No. So this distance sensor just doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Yep. And it doesn't have any stabilization, so I'm gonna add some of that. which will help with the rocking problem that was just happening. Five. Five, also 5, and 5. Okay, so now that should be at 10. But apparently I'm going to need more than that. Ooh. So I'm going to put this at like 7. And then if it goes shooting up, actually I can keep that there. And I can remove this and then put a different block in. So I'm going to put a NOR, no, an XOR. So then that will go there. This will yet again not do that. Okay. And then if I shoot up too fast, it should stop. So now, if it goes more than, let's say, 30, no, 5, then it'll output to here. That's not a 5. What? Output if only one input is 0. So now I'm supposed to be going into the sky. Oh, 'cause this is real confusing. But now it should work. It's gonna go up. And it should stay at 50 when it gets there. I could probably do 10. Oh. Yeah, I see a problem. Wait, was that negative? Why? So I'm gonna do an and. Wait, no, not an and. I'm gonna make this a negative output. And actually, this could just go. So I'll do a sensor output offset of 1. I'll move it into here. And then this will go to these. It's really hard to do this. And then this would also go into these. Okay, that was way better. I'm going to copy this real quick just because it's going to be way easier later on. Make this a positive, and then like 15. I feel like would be a good speed to speed up again when I'm going down. Why do I do this? So when I'm going down, and I'm going down at 15 miles per hour, these should turn on. Why did that just make me go up? Why am I going so far backwards? I think that's way higher than what it's supposed to be at. That's a negative number, so it shouldn't be shooting me up. Okay. So first of all, why is it going backwards? Second of all, it needs to be at a higher speed. So like, why does it do that? What do you mean slow down? Why is it going up at a negative number? Okay. So I'm gonna get a comparison gate, and if it equals negative, no, that wouldn't work. I have an idea. We'll need an AND gate again, which is right here. Okay. Okay. There we go. But I still need to fix the offset. Okay. Let's make this 2, I guess. And I want this to be like 10, because that is way too high. That is way more than 10. I can't even turn it off. I love doing this. So it goes into here. So does this. And that makes more sense. And I still don't get why that won't go to 10 though. Oh, wrong button. So I'm gonna turn off all these effects, I guess. But first I'm gonna make this go right here. And then I'll put this at 0. Power, yeah. All this is good, so I guess I'll keep it the same. I don't really need to change anything. So I'm just gonna keep that back there. Okay. That's a way better hover area. Then I can turn it off and fall back down to the ground. Let's put a gyro right here. And then let's put this on strength 2. Let's test this out. Okay. So the body's done now. Now I'm gonna need to cover it up and then work on the actual movement, because I'm still not done with this. Okay. So I'll turn this, and then I'll turn this. And then I need this piece. I'm gonna start from here, and then go forward. Like that. Now that. And that's the front half done. So I'm gonna work on the front movement. And it's gonna be the actual hover part that I was working on. Nope, I got that backwards. I'll flip it around and move it to the other side. Then I'll copy it to this side. Then flip this one up that way. So don't know if the things are right, but I'm just gonna do a couple of these and then a booster along this. I could have done an actual 4x4, so I'm gonna do that. And then this is gonna be space boosters. Why do you feel the need to be so special sometimes, game? Okay. Yep, they're different directions. So I'm going to need to fix this one, because it's the one that goes backwards. And it gets real close to the ground. Okay. So I'm going to go over to spawn again. Oh, wrong button. And then I'm going to bring this to the back. So I'm going to turn this into that. Move it down. Then I'll do this. There we go. And honestly, I might use this for turning instead. Yeah, I'm good. So this will be W, this will be S. Okay. There's so many buttons I have to press. So I'm gonna make it so, oh, let's be on the ground first. I'm gonna need one of these to, I don't think I need distance. No, actually I need a multiplier. I don't know. Because I need it to turn more whenever, I need it to turn 90 degrees. I'm just gonna make all these 90 degrees. There we go. And now I'm gonna make it so whenever forward or backward is pushed, it's gonna speed. So I'm gonna go back to spawn. And I can make it so whenever forward is pushed, I can get speed. And I can change, and then I can make a block so then whenever backward is pushed, I can get speed. So then it'll go, well actually I don't want it to be an M block, I want it to be an R. So now whenever S is pushed, it will send an output to these. There we go. Now I'll go forwards when I press forward and backward when I press backwards. Why am I turning? This is confusing me. So I did something wrong, clearly. Let's see what I did. Oh. Is that it? Honestly, I could probably set this back up to like 30 or something. Okay. Let's do 40. Gulps. Hmm. Well, I guess I did finish the build, so that'll be it, I guess.